How you doing out there, Olivia? My name is Crem and I'm the Director of Fitness, and I want to thank you for joining me for today's total body workout in our Get Up and Move workout series. So we're going to work everything on the upper body, lower body, as well as the midsection today. So if you've never joined me for this workout before, I always recommend that you absolutely check with your physician first. Make sure that exercising is something that you should participate in at this time. We want to make sure you're doing okay. Also, the Get Up and Move workout series is about being in your own space. So if you aren't at a gym, or you're outdoors, or you're in your home, or you're at the office, this workout routine is meant to go with you wherever you are. So that's really the whole purpose behind it. And also for you to be able to have it with no equipment at all. So if you've got some dumbbells, great. If you've got bands, awesome. But if you don't have anything at all, don't worry. Okay, this workout is absolutely for you. I'm going to show you things that you can do with nothing at all, and also some things that you can do with just cans that you may have lying around the house. So don't worry about not having any equipment. Also, make sure you listen to your body. I'm going to take some breaks along the way, but if you need to take breaks, if you need to get water, if there's anything that's kind of aggravating you with regarding to your muscles, please, this is your workout. You take the breaks that you need. If I'm going too slow, feel free to go faster than me. If I'm, going a little fast, feel free to slow it down. Either way, it's about you, okay? So before we jump on into this whole body workout today, we're going to stretch. We're going to sort of warm up the body, get it ready, get it going for the routine today. Maybe this is your first exercise for the day, or your first time you're doing movement for the day. Maybe you're joining me later on in the day or middle of the day. Either way, we got to stretch. All right, so let's get into it. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders. Something I like to kind of do is loosen my shoulders up and rolling them forward and backwards. Kind of gets me going there a little bit. Nice and easy. I'm going to go the other way. Gotta go the opposite way, right? Perfect. Now I'm going to bring my arm to my chest. This is really good for the back of the arms and the shoulders. Now we're stretching, ease into it, okay? Don't overdo it, just like with an exercise. So make sure you're kind of easing into it. Hold the stretch for however long is good for you. I'm going to hold mine for about 10 to 15 seconds or so. But if you want to hold it longer, totally fine. So let's go ahead and switch to the next side here. Kind of get it going. Nice stretch in that back of that arm and that shoulder. Now I'm going to bend side to side. I want to get my lower back kind of ready for what I'm going to do. My core, kind of loosen that up a little bit. And I'm just reaching from side to side. This part feels really, really good. So I want to kind of, enjoy it a little bit there. I'm also going to twist it. Again, get my lower back ready. Getting those core muscles, stomach muscles ready a little bit. Good. Now I'm going to rotate my knees. Got to be kind to my knees, so make sure when you're rotating your knees, go nice and easy, all right? Nice and easy, don't overdo that. Also, I'm going to go the other way. Kind of got to go up in both directions. Great. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and bring my arm above my head. So just what you're looking for is I'm going to kind of pull on my elbow just a little bit here. So I can really get a good stretch in the back of that arm and shoulder. But again, I'm not overdoing it, right? Nice and easy. There we go. I'm going to bend a little bit. That's always a good one. It also helps to kind of stretch those muscles that are back there too a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and stretch those legs out a little bit. I want to reach down as far as I can to touch my toes. But if I can't get to my toes, no worries. Go as far as you feel comfortable with. And I'm aiming for that. Legs are pretty straight with a slight bend in my knees. I'm going to feel that stretch here in the rear area. And I'm also going to get into my lower back. And then I'm just going to kind of shift my weight a little bit from side to side. Yes. Gets that lower back ready to go a little bit. All right. Going a little bit of a wider stance here. And I'm going to reach down in the middle. Gives me a little bit more stretch in the inner part of my legs, as well as back of the legs as well. And I'm reaching to the floor. Kind of holding that there. And now I'm going to go forward, middle, back. middle, back. This is just another way I like to loosen up my lower back. Now, if your lower back is a little problematic, you know, it gets a little tight, be a little bit careful. Just kind of hold that movement. Try not to go forward, middle, and back there. Just kind of hold it here if your lower back is a little bothersome, okay? And now I'm going to take opposite arm, bring it to the opposite leg. Gives me a little bit more stretch. There we go. And I'm going to go here, because I got to do both sides. All right. Let's get it going, Olivia. Let's get into this workout. Let's get the body moving. So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to break into a lower body exercise with upper at the same time. So we're going to do a couple of things. And the reason why I want to put this together is because I am a fan of being able to do multiple movements at once, because it's a time saver. So if you don't have a lot of time and you really want to get your body moving and work multiple muscle groups at once, doing exercises that involve a lot of different areas is great for that. So you're going to want to grab your cans or your dumbbells for this one, whatever you have. I'm going to use some cans for it. I'm going to go into a wide-legged squat here, a little bit wider than normal. My toes are going to be pointed at an angle here, sort of outside. And my hands are going to be on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squat down, and I want to make sure that I'm going rear and back. So I want to think about that I'm going to sit down into a chair when I'm doing my squat. So I'm squatting, and then as I come up, I'm going to bring my arms up, and notice I'm on my toes. Yes, I'm on my toes because I'm getting a calf raise in at the same time, and my arms are up so I can work my shoulders. And then I'm back down together. Up. There you go. Up. Down. Up. Nice. So we've got a couple different muscle groups we're working on right now. Make sure when you're doing that squat for me that you're keeping that stomach tight. Back straight, okay? Really important. Up as high on your toes as you can. Up. There you go. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. You got that. Make sure you've got a weight that you feel comfortable with. All right? If you notice it's getting too heavy, notice my arms are pretty straight, right? I want that because I want a lot of emphasis on my shoulders. If my weight's too heavy, I can't keep that form. So you might want to consider going down if you have to. Good. And this should challenge the balance too. Absolutely. When you come up on those calves, might get a little shaky there. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 1 more. Nice. Very good. Yeah. So even if you're using cans, trust me, if your form is where you need it to be, you're going to get that feeling in those shoulders, okay? And even with cans, if you're squeezing those legs, focusing on your form, you'll feel it in your legs. All right, let's take it down to the floor. Keep breathing through it. Take some deep breaths if you need it. All right, now we're going to work more of that upper body. Also a little bit of core in this one here. So we're going to be down into basically a push-up position. And I'm going to come here into a sort of modified plank, like this, and I'm on my knees, and then up, and then down, up, down. I want to keep my body flat. What I want to avoid is having my rear end up in the sky. Flat body, up, down, up, and down. And you can go as fast as you want. And if you wanted to even take it up a notch, right? If you said, okay, that's a little too easy for me. I really want to kind of progress it and intensify the movement. Take it up to a full push-up. See? Oh yeah. You can absolutely make this tougher if you wanted to. Or you can bring it back down here. There we go. Keep it up. You got it. Flat body. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh yeah. You should be feeling those arms, those back of those arms. Come on. 1 more. Nice. Way to go. Oh yeah. Those arms definitely moving a little bit. Definitely gets tight. That's exactly what you want. And that core will get a little tight too. Keeping that flat back is important, but you got to keep your stomach muscles pulled in tight as well. Protect that lower back. All right. Speaking of stomach, we're going to head right there. We're going to do this exercise specifically, mainly for the ab muscles, the stomach muscles. You may get a little bit of legs in this one too, but it's mostly for here. All right. Now, we're going to do a big scissor. Big scissor. So starting with my legs up, and I'm going to bring them down. I want my shoulders up for this. There we go. Because I want that tension on the abs. There we go. I'm making it up and down. Up and down. Now, let's say you say, Crem, this is bothersome in my neck. Put that head on the floor. Give yourself some lower back support if you need it, and keep moving. There we go. You got it. Breathe through, Olivia. Stomach tight. Big scissors. There you go. Get 2 inches from the floor. That's what I'm aiming for. I don't want to rest. Okay? But if you need to rest, rest. But if you want to keep going, keep going. And yes, if your legs are a little sore, you might be feeling it some in front of the thighs. Very, very, very normal. You're doing good. Keep it up. There we go. Let's go for a few more. We can do this. We got this. Come on. There we go. Tight belly. Tight belly. Notice I'm forcing my toes up towards the ceiling. There we go. Let's go for 4. We can do 4. 3 more. All the way. 2 more. There we go. Last one. Work it up. Work it up. Work it up. Finish. Finish. And rest. Yes. Good job. Good job. All right. All right. Deep breath. Okay. You might have gotten down in front of the thighs too. That happens. Again, you use your legs in the beginning. So, they might be a little tight there, which is normal. Which is normal. Okay. Let's keep going. You're doing great. You're doing good. Get some water if you need it. Okay. Now, we're going to start right back on the thighs. Okay, we're going to target mainly the rear end area and the back of the legs with this one. You're going to, if you have a dumbbell, keep that nearby. If you don't, that's okay. We're going to start on the floor in this position here. Okay? Now, what I want to do is I'm going to have one leg out to the side, like this, sort of at an angle. And I'm going to lift that leg up, and then I'm going to bring it in, force it here, lift. Bring it out. Up, lift. Okay? Up, lift. Now, if doing that movement where we're out to the side is too much, then stay here on this leg curl. And you would put your dumbbell right behind give it some added resistance, right, if you wanted that. So you can absolutely separate that movement if you felt like it was a bit much to put together for you, okay? And also, if it's a lot to put pressure on your hands or your wrists, you can drop down and do this on your elbows. So let me take it from the top. I'm gonna go here, lift, 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 lift. There we go. And what I want to do, keep my core tight. I don't want my lower back doing a lot of work. So I got to keep this very, very strong. Very strong. There we go. Kicking that. Leg raise, leg curl. Try to stay as strong as you can on your upper body. Okay, good. 6, 5, 4, almost there. Come on, you got it. 3, you got it. 2, last one. Nice. Good. Oh yeah. You getting it back there. That's it. That's what we're going for. That's what we're going for. Let's turn it over. Deep breath. We got to do the next leg, right? Here we go. All right. Same thing. Strong top. We're good to go. Let's do it. Let's get that all out the way. Lift. Curl it. Lift. Curl. Breathe through, Olivia. You got it. Oh yeah. It's going to kick in on us. That's what we're looking for. Let's do 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. We can do it. Come on. We got it. 2. Last one. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a nice little burn. Nice little burn. That's exactly what we're going for. Great job. Good job. Okay, so now remember, there's some ways to modify that. You can separate it. Just focus on the leg raise first, and then do the leg curl. You can add some resistance. You can put a dumbbell behind that kneecap just to sort of give yourself a little bit of added intensity, or you can do it complete. And you can absolutely drop it on the elbows too if you need to. All right. Way to go. Way to go. So let's keep it moving. Next exercise we're going to do, we're going to target the front of the arms. Okay? We're going to sit up though. So when we're doing some exercises on our knees versus standing, sometimes it's harder to do because there's not a lot of give or momentum that the body can offer. So being on my knees is going to force me to really kind of rely more so on the using proper form. That being said, you might want to use lighter weight, right? So it's important to make sure that the form is key, not necessarily the amount of weight or resistance that you're doing. So I'm going to be upright. I'm going to sit down on my feet, and I'm going to curl. Everything is tight here, out. So in, out, in, out. And what I want to avoid doing is this. I don't want to do that. That's just really not letting the muscles themselves in front of the arms do the work. Also, that's putting undue strain on the lower back. So utilize resistance that you can manage to do the weight properly, do the form properly. Here, out. Here, out. That's right. That's right. you're doing is contracting them forces you to tighten, and they're gonna get tired, even just using hands, I promise you. Okay, just think about the muscles you wanna work. There we go. In, out, in, out. Let's do 7. Way to go. Let's do 6. Good form. Good form. That's what we want. 5. Last 4 here. Come on. 3. Get these cans to work. Get those cans to work. 2. Nice. Give me that last one. I want that last one. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Let's keep it going. You should have some tightness there. It should be tight. That's exactly what we're looking for. So now let's go back to using these stomach muscles. So we're getting, like I said, we're getting everything to kind of play along with each other today in this, time frame that we got together. So now we're gonna do a crunch. Just a basic crunch. Crunches are very effective at really working the stomach muscles. There's so many different ways to alter a crunch and to make it harder or just really add to it. But sometimes just doing a basic crunch is all you need. So let's do that. Sometimes we forget just to keep it simple. So I'm gonna have my hands behind my head. I don't want to clasp my fingers together because I don't want to pull on my neck. So I just want to rest my head into my hands. I want to keep that small space in between my chin and my chest. Feet are on the floor, and I'm just going to go up. And I want to pull that stomach muscles through the floor. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I visualize when I'm doing my crunch. Now, if you want to make this harder to do, you can absolutely alter things. You can have your feet up. There's definitely ways to adjust that. But let's just say, for instance, if you can't get up quite so high as you want, don't overdo it. Sometimes we pull on the neck thinking we're going to get our shoulders to come up higher. It won't. So just remember to not force the neck. All right, here we go. You can also cross your hands here. So whichever one is good for you. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Squeeze that stomach in. There we go. Good. Up and down. Up and down. We got it. Perfect. Easy. Don't hold your breath. Sometimes we like to hold our breath when we are working our stomach muscles. Don't do it. Breathe. Normally. In and out. There we go. Up and down. Get into that rhythm. Whatever your rhythm is. I'm going to go for 8 more here. 7. 6. Oh yeah. Feel the burn there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what we're going for, right? Nice and tight. Pulling that stomach in. Remember, you can't go up so high when you're doing your crunches. That's okay. Your stomach muscles will get stronger. Try not to overextend by pulling on the neck. All right? Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on a little bit upper, a little bit of lower, and middle at the same time. But this is really going to challenge the balance quite a bit. Okay, so we're going to be in this tabletop position. And what I'm looking to do is to take my opposite arm, opposite knee, and bring them in together. So what I got is here. I'm going to extend everything, bring it in, and I'm squeezing. I'm tightening my elbow and my knee together, contracting my stomach muscles, and I'm out. And I'm in. And I'm out. And in. And when I'm kicking my leg back, I'm focusing on those muscles too. I'm squeezing those muscles when I'm pushing my back. So what that's allowing me to do is to get everything involved a little bit. I want everything to work. Everything's doing something. Okay, here we go. There we go. Nice. Yep, you got it. This is going to challenge that balance. So, if you find yourself being a little unsteady, that's normal. You can absolutely drop down to the elbow as well. So you can go here and kind of get used to it before you're on your hand. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay. Next side. Let's turn it over. Turn it over. Okay. Here we go. Now, if I want to make this a little tougher, I'm going to bring my elbow outside my body. So kind of watch that twist a little bit. If I wanted to, take it up a notch. So here we go. So I did this side before. Now I got to go here. Twist. Twist. And just so you can see what that looks like, that twist is outside of the knee. That's what I'm aiming for, okay? That's what I'm aiming for. Here we go. Squeeze it. Here we go. You got it. Keep that leg up for me. Yeah, get that leg in there. Let's do 6. 5. Come on, 2 more. 1 more. Nice. Way to go. Way to go with that one. Good. Now, when you're doing that, it's really important to squeeze, but also, if your balance is a little bit tricky from side to side, that's normal, okay? Try not to let it deter you. You will get better with your balance the more you practice that move. Okay, last thing. Last thing, we are going to be on the floor for this one. This is called a Superman. And what it's going to do is work arms, a lot of the lower back, and the core, as well as the back of the legs. So we're going to want to lay down completely flat. There we go. Everything here, and I'm going to lift up as high as I can. Notice I'm trying to get my thighs off the ground, and I'm back. Lift, back, lift, back. There we go. You got it. Up and down. Three, 2, 1 more, Lydia. Get it up there for me. There we go. Good. Way to go. Way to go. Now, with that exercise, if your lower back is a little bit of a problem, a little bit tough, you might want to avoid that one. You'll take your time and be careful. It's okay if your legs don't get off the ground as high as you want. This is definitely a move that takes some time, and the stronger your core gets, the stronger your body gets, you'll be able to come up a little bit higher, okay? So your Superman will be even bigger, okay? So just remember, this workout is your workout. If you find that there's some exercises that you want to put with your other routines, great. You want to put it all together just the way I did, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do, it's just important to get up and move, okay? So thank you so much for joining me for today's workout, If you have any questions, you can always email me directly at fitness@livia.com, and I can't wait to see you again soon.